everyone, so today we're going to discuss finding the product of the rational algebraic expression. So before that, let us have the concept of multiplying rational expressions. The multiplication of rational expressions is defined as a over b times c over d. So that is equal to ac over bd, where b is not equal to 0, and then d is not equal to 0, or b and then d are non-zero. So as you can see, you will just multiply the numerator. So we have a times c, that is ac, and then b times d, we have bd. Okay, so let us have now an example. Let's say we have number 1. Okay, let us express each product in simplest form. Let's say number 1, we have 6 over 5x, and then times 3x over 12. Okay, so what are you going to do is you have to multiply the numerators. We have 6 times 3x over 5x times 12. Okay, next is you can make use of the dot, or you can make use of the parentheses. Okay, so 6 times 3x, we have 18x, and then over 5x times 12, we have 60x. Then after that, you're going to get the, what are you going to do is you have to factor both the numerator and then the denominator in such a way that one factor is common to both the numerator and the denominator. So let's see here. The common factor of 18 and then 60 is 6, right? So we have here 6 for the numerator. And then how about for the variable? Since that they are just the same, so you will just write here x. So 6x. Now, what is the other factor? If you have 18x divided by 6x, so that is 3. Okay? Because if we're going to multiply 6x times 3, that is 18x. Then for the denominator, we all know that the common factor is 6x. Then the other factor is 10. Because if you're going to multiply 6x times 10, that is 60x, right? Okay. Then after that, we're going to cancel 6x. Then we have now 3 over 10 as our answer. So that's it for number 1. Okay, for number 2, we have 4x squared over xy times 3y squared over 8x. So multiply the numerators. We have 4x squared times 3y squared over xy times 8x. Okay, so let's multiply. Actually, we can make use of cancellation here. Okay, so we can cancel x squared and then x, or we just multiply the numerator first and then the denominators. And then after that, we have to factor both the numerator and the denominator, wherein one of its factors is common to both the numerator and then the denominator. So let's do that. So let's multiply 4x squared and then 3y squared. So that is 12x squared y squared over xy times 8x. So that is 8x squared y. Okay, then after that, we're going to factor factor. So what is the common factor of 12 and then 8? So we have here 4, right? Okay. Then, how about the x variable, x squared? So they are common, or they are just the same. So you will just write here x squared. Okay. Then, x squared. Then for y variable, you're going to get the variable with the less exponent. So which is 1, right? So we have y and then the other one y. Then for the numerator, to get the other factor, you're going to divide 12x squared y squared by 4x squared y. So we have 12x squared y squared over 4x squared y. So we can now divide 12 divided by 4, that is 3. Then for the x variable, we can cancel this one because this is equal to 1. Then for the y variable, we just subtract 2 minus 1, that is 1. So we have 3y as our answer. And then as the factor of the second factor of the numerator. So we have 3y. Then you can enclose this also in a parenthesis. And then for the denominator, we have 8x squared y divided by this one, divided by 4x squared y. So we have 4x squared y. Then we can now divide 8 divided by 4, we have 2. Then cancel x squared and also y variable. So we have here only 2. Okay. The next, let us cancel 4x squared y. And then the answer is only 3y. Okay, our answer is 3y over 2. Okay. So that's the answer. Next, for number 3. Let's say we have x over xy times x squared plus 6x plus 5 over x squared minus 25. So here in this case, as you can see, our rule is to multiply numerators and then the denominators. But then this time, x squared plus 6x plus 5 and then x squared minus 25 are factorable, right? So let's see. So we have x times, let us factor this. We have x plus 5 and then x plus 1, right? So factors of x squared are x and then x, right? Then factors of 5 are 5 and then 1, right? Then if we're going to multiply 5 times x, we have 5x. X times 1, we have 1x or x only. If we're going to add, that is 6x, which is the middle term, right? Okay. So, let us now proceed over xy times, as you can see, x squared minus 25 is a difference of 2 squares and can be factored as x plus 5 and then x minus 5, right? Because since that this is a difference of 2 squares, we have x squared minus y squared. Remember that if we have this, factors are x plus y and then x minus y. So you will just get the square root of x squared, that is x, and then square root of y, we have y. So square root of y squared is y, okay? So after that, as you can see, we can now cancel x, okay? Then also x plus 5. Anymore? So none. So here, final answer is x plus 1 over y times x minus 5. Okay. So since that we're going to find the product of this, we're going to multiply y the monomial y to this binomial. Okay, so we have here x plus 1 over xy, x times y, we have xy. And then y times negative 5, we have negative 5y. Okay, next. So, that's the answer for number 3. Okay, next. For number 4, let's say we have x over y squared times y squared over z, then times z over x cubed. Okay, so here, what are you going to do is you have to multiply the numerators, x times y squared, so, and then x over, we have, let us rearrange this one, we have x cubed, the next is y squared, and then we have z, right? Because if you're going to multiply x squared times y times z times x cubed is equal to x cubed y squared z. Then next, let us now get the common factor of the numerator and then the denominator. So for the x variable, we're going to get the variable with the least exponent or with the lowest exponent. So we have x, okay? Then for y squared, so this is the same. So we have y squared, and also for z, okay? Then how about the other factor? So this is equal to 1. Then how about this one? X cubed y squared z divided by xy squared z. So we can cancel y squared and then z, right? Then you just subtract the exponents. We have 3 minus 1, we have 2. So we have here x squared. Now, we can cancel xy squared z because that is equal to 1. So xy squared z divided by xy squared z is equal to 1. Then we only have now 1 and then x squared. So our answer is 1 over x squared. Okay? So that's it. Next, for number 5. Number 5. Let's say we have 1 over x plus 5 and then 1 over x minus 5. Okay, so what are you going to do is you will just multiply the numerators and then the denominator. So we have 1 times 1, so that is 1. And then for the denominator, x plus 5 and then x minus 5. So here, it is easy for us to multiply or find the product of x plus 5 and then x minus 5 since that they are sum and difference of two terms, right? And then we all know that if we have x plus y and then x minus y, their product is x squared minus y squared, right? So here in this case, let us write 1 first as the numerator. In this case, we can now write this one into difference of 2 squared. So that is x squared minus 5 squared, that is 25. So this is the answer. So you will just square the first term and then the second term and then subtract it. Okay? So this is the answer for number 5. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you learned a lot today. Now please don't forget to share to your classmates or with your classmates, comment if you have questions, I'll answer you. Subscribe and then click the notification button for more videos and updates. Thank you.